Good day everyone. So we have the first problem 4.9 number 21. The problem states that the region bounded by the curve y is equal to secant x, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the line x is equal to 1/4 pi is revolved about the x-axis. Find the volume of the solid generated. So we have the given the curve y is equal to secant x, the x-axis y is equal to 0, and the y-axis x is equal to 0. And the vertical line is x is equal to pi over 4. So we use this method where the volume of the revolution about the x-axis is given by volume is equal to pi, the integral of f of x squared dx from a to b. So our f of x is secant x, and our a is equal to 0, and our b is pi over 4. So substitute the given, so we have pi, the integral of secant squared x dx from 0 to pi over 4. So the integral of secant x dx is equal to tan x. So we have pi times tan x from 0 to pi over 4. Then apply the limits, so we have pi times tan pi over 4 minus tan 0. So tan pi over 4 is equal to 1, and tan 0 is equal to 0. So we have pi times 1, which is the tan pi over 4, and minus 0, which is the tan 0. So the volume is equal to pi. So therefore, the volume of the solid generated by revolving the given region around the x-axis is pi cubic units. Our second problem is 4.10, number 27. Find the volume of the solid generated by revolving about the y-axis, the region bounded by the graph of y is equal to 3x minus x cubed, the x-axis, and the line x is equal to 1. So we have given y is equal to 3x minus x cubed, the x-axis y is equal to 0, and the vertical line x is equal to 1. So since we are rotating around the y-axis, so we will use the shell method. So we have the formula, volume is equal to 2 pi, the integral of radius times height dx from a to b. So our radius is x, which is the distance from shell to the y-axis, and our height is y is equal to 3x minus x cubed, and our limits is 0 to 1. So our a is 0 and our b is 1. So our integral becomes like this. So we have 2 pi, the integral of x, which is the radius, times 3x minus x cubed, which is the height. So our integral becomes 2 pi, the integral of x times 3x minus x cubed dx from 0 to 1. Then distribute the x. So we have 2 pi, the integral of 3x squared minus x to the power of 4 dx from 0 to 1. Then integrate each term. So we have the integral of 3x squared dx is equal to x cubed, and the integral of x to the power of 4 dx is equal to x to the power of 5 over 5. So our integral becomes 2 pi, the integral of x cubed minus x to the power of 5 over 5 from 0 to 1. Then apply the limits, which is 0 to 1. So we have 2 pi times 3 times x cubed minus x to the power of 5 over 5 from 0 to 1. So substitute the limits. So 2 pi times 1 cubed minus 1 to the power of 5 over 5 minus 0 cubed minus 0 cubed minus 0 to the power of 5 over 5. So we have 2 pi times 1 minus 1 over 5 minus 0. Then next we have 2 pi times 1 minus 1 over 5. Then 1 minus 1 over 5 is equal to 4 over 5. So we have 2 pi times 4 over 5. So 2 pi times 4 over 5 is equal to 8 pi over 5. So our volume is 8 pi over 5 or 5.027 cubic units. So therefore, the volume of the solid generated by revolving the given region around the y-axis is 8 pi over 5 cubic units, or approximately 5.027 cubic units, rounded to 3 decimal places. Next is we have number 3 problem. 6.1 number 27. The arc of the sine curve from the origin to the point pi and 0. So to find the arc length, we will use the arc length formula. So we have the integral of square root of 1 plus dy dx squared dx from a to b. So since we have given y is equal to sine x, so we differentiate. So we have dy dx is equal to cosine x. Then we have a is equal to 0 and b is equal to pi. So dy dx squared is equal to cosine squared x. So next is substitute the given. So we have the integral of square root of 1 plus cosine squared x, which is the dy dx squared. So we have the integral of square root of 1 plus cosine squared x dx from 0, which is the a, to pi, which is the b. So since this integral does not have a simple solution, so we will evaluate it numerically. So we have 3.82. So therefore, the arc length of the sine curve y is equal to sine x from 0 to pi is approximately 3.82 units. Next is we have problem number 4, 6.3, center of mass number 4. Find the center of mass of the 3 particles having masses 3, 7, and 2 kg located at the points 2 and 3, negative 1 and 4, and 0 and 2 respectively. So we have 3 kg at 2 and 3, then we have 7 kg at negative 1 and 4, and we have 2 kg at 0 and 2. So for x, we have formula for x, the total of mi times xi over the total of mi. Then for y, we have the total of mi times yi over the total of mi. So mi represents the mass of each particle, and xi and yi represents the coordinates of each particle. So for x, we have 3 times 2 plus 7 times negative 1 plus 2 times 0 over 12. So 3 times 2, we have 6. 7 times negative 1, we have negative 7. Then 2 times 0, we have 0 over 12. So 6 minus 7 plus 0, we have negative 1 over 12, or negative 0.083. Then for y, we have 3 times 3 plus 7 times 4 plus 2 times 2 over 12. Then we have 3 times 3, we have 9. 7 times 4, we have 28. And 2 times 2, we have 4 over 12. So 9 plus 28 plus 4, we have 41 over 12, or 3.42. So for x, we have negative 1 over 12, or negative 0 over 0.83, and for y, we have 41 over 12, or 3.42. So therefore, it means that the center of mass is slightly to the left of the y-axis and around 3.42 units up on the y-axis. And lastly, we have problem number 5, 7.2, number 31. So we have the problem, the integral of cosecant to the power of 4x over cotangent squared x dx. So first is we need to rewrite the integral using the trigonometric identities. So we have the integral of 1 over sine to the power of 4x times sine squared x over cosine squared x dx. So multiply, so we have the integral of 1 over sine squared x cosine squared x dx. So using identity, sine squared 2x is equal to 4 sine squared x cosine squared x. So the integral becomes the integral of 4 over sine squared 2x dx. Then pull out the constant, which is the 4. So we have 4, the integral of 1 over sine squared 2x dx. Then we will let u is equal to 2x, then du is equal to 2 dx, then dx is equal to 1 half du. So substitute, so we have 4, the integral of 1 over sine squared u, which is the 2x, so u is equal to 2x, so we have sine squared u times 1 half du, since dx is equal to 1 half du, so we have 1 half du. So next we have 4 times 1 half, the integral of 1 over sine squared u du. So 4 times 1 half, we have 2, the integral of cosecant squared u du. Then since cosecant squared u du is equal to negative cotangent u, so we have 2 times negative cotangent u, so we have negative 2 cotangent. So since u is equal to 2x, so we have 2x plus c. So the final answer is negative 2 cotangent 2x plus c.